What is up, YouTube? What is up? 808 Tim here, and we are back with another episode of a brand new game. In this one, I'm just checking the audio. Okay. I think that's good. Yep, okay. So in this one, we are going to be doing The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. Super excited about this one. It is a novel. It is a book. And it is a choose-your-own-adventure type book. So super excited about this one. I think that, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So, here we go, guys. We're going to enter our name. Other characters are going to be addressing us just like this. Chapter restarts, I guess we can enable it, and consequences. I think we should hide the consequences. What do you think? From what I've heard with this game, if you do have consequences open, I think it tells you like, oh, if you do this or that, it's gonna mess it up. Or it's like, I think it's gonna be a better experience if we don't know what's gonna happen. That decision is gonna. Can we change that game mode though? You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his... Oh, what the hell? The world of Sir Brante's birth is a ruthless realm where people are divided into estates. It's hard to be a hero here. Be ready to... They're going too fast.
The story of my life remains written on these pages. My fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, and every person I met made me what I am. Could I have really taken a different path? Found a different calling? Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. At the end of time, your fingers are stained with ink. Your breathing grows ragged. Your hands are shaking, yet the words begin appearing on page before you one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you, and how did you reach this end? You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed Archnean Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth. Whether human or Archnean, nobleman, priest, or low-born commoner, all bend to the divine with will of the twin gods. And each life is not but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. The memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital. Years of peace teeming with life in a war drenched in blood. High ranks and lowly deeds. Opulent palaces, secretive city backstreets, fields of battle, and faces. So many faces of the people you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice, all of it led you here to the end of your time. And every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads your life echo in your memory. The crossroads of your life echo in your memory. The pain and joy inextricably intermingled. Could you have taken a different path? Chosen a different calling? Found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all. Your life. Of all the paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Okay. I'm just going to go with what I feel. The man himself, your life has always been yours to live. You made your own destiny. The world around him, your path was charted for you by the people, the age, and the society in which you lived. No. Your destiny was forged by a power greater than your own will. No. The man himself. You can hear death's footsteps drawing near. You square your shoulders and take a deep, full breath. You have found your final answer. What is destiny other than a long chain of your own actions and decisions? No matter what happened in your life, you always had a choice. You lived the life you deserved. Only you can answer for it. But, are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Andrew Brante will live once more. Chapter 1. Childhood. Childhood, where life begins. First words, first unsteady steps. You are but a small child, learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, and so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you, so many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. Yet, you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in this world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? Prologue. Growing up. Gotta blow my nose real quick, holy crap. In chapters, childhood, adolescence, and youth, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personality, his qualities, and relationships. By the end of the prologue, you will determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood will he start to influence the world around him, and even the ultimate fate of the Empire. Who will Andrew Brante grow up to be? It's your call. Okay, so personal life. Events in the personal life of the hero that can happen in this chapter. So, we can do the fencing lesson. You dare to study fencing like your father, even though you have no right to it by birth. As a small child, you suffer your first death and rebirth. Conditions. Oh, okay, so... Okay, so these are just options that could potentially happen. We could do a fencing lesson with Dad. We could suffer a death and rebirth. You experience an insight when your mother tells you about the ways of the world and lots of its inhabitants. You get better perception and play with the ants, okay? Nobleman's Sacrament. You challenge the sacred order and attempt to seize a noble lot. Your personal qualities at this age. They determine which choices you may take. Determination, your perseverance and strength of your character. Your ability to get your way. It affects your frame of mind and the skills you have when you grow up. Spineless, active, resolute, and adamant. Perception, it represents how attentive you are to other people in the world around you. Your ability to comprehend and learn. It affects your frame of mind and the skills you have when you grow up. Okay. Personality, your inner strength and the number of lesser deaths that you have experienced. These qualities will stay with you for your entire life. Okay. After suffering a lesser death, one is reborn. One who dies a true death faces the judgment of the twin gods. Interesting. The section that opens in this chapter. So as we go along, things that happen during out the story, we'll be able to probably look at our family tree, stuff like that. Birth. At first, there was nothing. No time. No sensation. Nothing but darkness and void. But then a will-breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory. You are lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You are not alone, though. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. You are part of them, and they are part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two of them. The ones who made you, made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united. Yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and empathetic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet, there is also a third figure. It is a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. We need to reach. I feel like instantly I wanted to reach out to the palm. Your little palm awkwardly clasps the soft finger. You explore your mother's hands by touch. She smiles gently as her arms wrap around you and lift you up. She smells of home, that indescribable smell. That feeling of safety that is second to none. Her embrace is the warmest place in the world, a place you want to stay for all eternity. Okay, we gained one perception. Birth, year, 1118, 1118. Your life in this world begins. How will you live it? One-year-old. Hide and seek. As the days go by, you'll learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Okay, so dad's barely there. Robert Brante. Hello, Hello there, little Andrew Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. Lydia Brante. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. There are 2 more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hands as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Oh, look, this is your brother and sister, says Lydia. Yeah, you're my little brother. We're going to play together. But I'll always be in charge because you were born in a commoner, says Stefan. Gloria said, Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Andrew. Let's go play in the yard. It is hot outside. No, wait, hold on. They said we were born a commoner? Okay. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then, you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright, it hurts to look at it. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? Said Stefan. It is not going anywhere, you know. Stefan said, Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little baby. How's he going to play? Says Gloria. Then you hide him, and I'll try to find both of you, says Stefan. You have no idea what they're talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other, then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes her hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can't see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason. And then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? So we can cry loudly. That gives us willpower. Find your way home. Or sit there and wait. We're definitely not sitting there and waiting. We could cry. Or we could try to find our way home, but aren't we like 1 year old, bro? This is kind of weird. Like, I feel like they did leave us, but we don't want to cry. Let's just be calm about it and try to find our way home and see what happens. You get up on your feet, swaying a little bit, but carefully you take a first step. Then lose your balance and plop down on the ground again. But you're determined. You get up again and keep walking in the direction Gloria went. Crazy, bro. You walk out of the bushes and further toward the wall of the house, and then the most tender and gentle hands in the whole world embrace you and pick you up. Mother has found you. Lydia Brante. There you are. You lean on Mother's chest and hold on to her with your arms. You want her to know that you came here all by yourself without any help. She pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stefan is starting at his feet. Okay. You hug your mother tightly. She is here now. They should feel guilty, bro. They left me, bro, and I'm determined. Now we are two. We were literally 1 year old, bro. 1 year old, and we had to deal with that. The Great Descent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father's busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. Seems kind of gloomy. Something going on? Lydia Brante. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There's nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Today we're not allowed to go with any other rooms, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong, said Gloria. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused, with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. Gloria. When the twins came down to earth, they've brought lots for every birth. Let us count them. 1, 2, 3. Let the twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule or bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand, guide us by the twins' commands. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born, to the day when you pass on. Know your lot and know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You are transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze and the smile that creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, Andrew? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime, from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar, and if you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner, too. So, the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerges two figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what's happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will these words be? You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself. You feel words condensing within you from the light. I think we should sing it wrong and say our own version, even if that upsets Gloria. Know your lot and know the prayer. The lots are lies told everywhere. Okay, that's not very good. The Shining. You shout these words, but you have no idea how they came to you. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Now Gloria's staring at you, and you see disappointment in her eyes. Andrew, that is not the way the song ends. Did you ruin it? Why did you ruin it? You shrug, quite pleased with your cleverness. Okay. We weren't trying to be rebellious. Now we're 3 years old. Year 1121. Spring. The origin. You are starting to understand more and more of what the adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father's a nobleman, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service, but your mother's a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but father says you may yet come unto nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Oh, so I messed a prayer up. Good to know. Again and again you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of the holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer insurmountable. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high. But even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother Stefan now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a nobleman to be, he says. So Gloria calls him names, and Stefan pulls her pigtails. Damn. One fine evening, Father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. Dang. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in the way as it is. Getting in his way as it is. Soon you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl. You will love them the most. When Father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting. and Father approves of your fascination. Study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up. The concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. The lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud. It feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked him up and hit him with it. You see Mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She is not as gentle to you these days. Why did you hurt Stefan, Andrew? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first, and I just hit him back. How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword, said Stefan. Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer. But your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. How is that even... What? If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot. And the sooner you learn it, the better off our entire family will be. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look up at Mother in fear, not sure what to do now. So... No, of course, we're gonna do this. We need to accept the punishment. You look down and agree with what she's just said. You are ready to be punished. You start apologizing to Stefan, but he turns his back on you. Before you can finish, Mother takes your hand and leads you away. You do not want to follow her. Your hands are getting sweaty and your legs are growing heavy. Then suddenly she stops and bends down closer to you, looks you straight into your eyes. My son, I see you understand our lot now. We do not defy, we suffer. That is our only path to the twins after all our deaths. Our only way to reach eternal bliss atop the peak of the pillar. Our virtue is meekness. We are humble in our words. We work hard. We think what is right. You have shown all of this. I'm so proud of you. She hugs you, and you finally release the pent-up tears. You feel much more at ease now. You are flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burns on your skin again and again, but you feel the touch of the divine law with each blow. That's crazy. We're more exhausted because of that. Gloria's rhymes. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day she takes your hands and puts them on her big belly, and you feel a movement deep inside her. You will have another brother or sister soon. Gloria takes you on walks to the yard now. You explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you songs and tells you amazing stories. Hey Andrew, do you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and songs is only for nobles. If Mommy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hating Stefan? Our judge is my second father. In the past, I had another. Mother says the twins are great. Says we should not fight our fate. Brothers love to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. See, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it is mine. But today your sister's nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you to the old pond and show you the red frogs that live there. But then she vanished. The servants join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers when she hears the commotion. Finally, you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She's holding a quill and sheets of paper covered in poetry. Oh God. Mother becomes angry the moment she sees it. She looks through the poetry, and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You are absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with this writing. Damn. I can decide that for myself, Mom. She really shouldn't do that. No, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. And he's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny. And I need some time alone to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learned how to properly care for children. Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble. But that is not our fate. And you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. Damn. Slaps her. Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. You are a bystander to this scene, unsure of how to act. Well, I know we're not complaining about her, because we want to be nice to her. Offered to write rhymes with her. We don't... Yeah, we could comfort her. We can only do one of them. We can only do leave the room or complain. I don't want to complain. You slip out of the sitting room and go back to the playroom before the scene reaches a conclusion. You can still hear Mother yelling and Gloria still crying behind your back as you leave. Back in the playroom, you start building a formidable fortress out of wooden blocks to busy yourself. If you only had a toy soldiers to storm it. A little later, the playroom door opens. Gloria, you're not mad at me, are you? You shake your head. Can I stay with you for a while? You nod your head. You nod and return to your game. Gloria sits on the floor in a faraway corner of the room. Good. Good. That helped us and our willpower. 4 years old, 1122. Year 1122. Winter. The coming sacrament. Mother is in her armchair. knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. The baby will need to be kept warm, she says. Father spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with his important job. He's a judge after all. One day you decide to ask Mother about Stefan and Gloria. How come they're brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? Lydia says, well, my dear, I didn't give birth to Stefan, you see. He's the son of another mother, and Gloria is the daughter of another father. Come now, don't knit your brow like that. You'll understand when you're older. How is that even possible? You're all family, are you not? Several days later, Mother calls Stefan and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you how to leave, but then she relents. You are told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins, first to the elder on the right, and then to the younger on the left. Stefan, you're a nobleman, to be, so walk alongside, paved with marble, where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. When you're there, you must get down on your knees, each on your own side. Stefan, kiss the sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with the lash. Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to suffering it brings. It is the blessing of your lot. What the hell? Gloria doesn't like the idea of the lash. There is a tense feeling in your chest as well. You were told to remember this. Will the lash strike you one day? On the next day, they take your brother and sister to the temple. You run towards them when they finally come back. The back of Gloria's dress is soaked with blood. She's hunched a bit, sobbing quietly. Stefan is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. Nothing else looks different about them. It's all this is the same, and yet everything has changed. Each of them has accepted their lot. Brother and Sister Sacrament, year 1122. Your siblings Stefan and Gloria took their first sacrament at the temple. Hold on. I have to Google that. Okay, I see. The newborns cry. You eye the little bundle in your father's arms with curiosity. Behind the many layers of swaddling clothes is your newborn baby brother. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Stefan and Gloria are also here, all excited. You promise yourself you're going to be the best big brother in the whole world. You'll never hit him. Oh no. What? The two of you will play together and tease Stefan together and help Mother together and go on so many adventures together. It feels so strange to be an older brother. Just the other day you were the youngest in the family, but everything is different now. Your parents named your little brother Nathan, and Mother spends the day and night by his side. And Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Mother barely gets any sleep. She is so worn out, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance, she forgets her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You'd better bring it back to her as soon as possible. You run to Mother's bedroom. You miss her smile so much. You walk in without saying hello and give her the knitting. But instead of gratitude, you get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there, screaming all the time. Go away, Andrew, you're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. You look at the bawling newborn, she can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already, when are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Damn. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking Nathan with malice in her eyes. Holy shit. His cries get even louder. She looks so tired from his never-ending screams. She seems to be within an inch of smashing him against the wall. Somebody has to do something. You are scared of your mother right now, but you fear for Nathan's life much more. Okay, this is insane. We don't need to call Father for help. Ah, man. Our willpower would go down by a lot if we take her from Mom. She's clearly just stressed, though. We don't need to do anything grat. Let's try to hug her and hope for the best. She told us to go away. I'm more concerned if we hug her and she pushes us and kills Nathan. You walk up to Mother quickly and lock her tightly in embrace. Your arms are too short and the folds of her dress get in the way, but that does not stop you. She shudders at your unexpected touch and tries to free herself. Let me go. Stop tormenting me. But you only latch onto her even tighter. There's no way you're letting her go now, not even if she screams at you or hits you. No way. You're here now. You will protect her and comfort her. Nathan stops screaming, and an odd sobbing sound escapes his little baby mouth as if he's too tired to scream. Mother, accept your sudden presence now. You feel her relax, and her movements become calmer. But there is still no way you're letting go. Not yet. Then, you hear a quiet song. Your mother's song. She's singing a lullaby to Nathan. He squeaks a little, then starts snoring quietly. Then you calm down as well. Mother's now calmer in your embrace. Nathan is breathing quietly in his sleep. Now please let me go, my dear. I have to put Nathan to bed. Okay, so we saved Nathan and we calmed her down. You release Mother and she puts Nathan back in the crib. After a little pause, she turns to you. Her face is still weary, but there's no sign of anger, and she sits down next to us. Thank you, my son. The twins know I didn't want to hurt you or Nathan. I'm so sorry. Please don't be angry with me. You did what you needed to do. You gave me the strength to work through this. She hugs you tightly, and you do the same and press your forehead against hers. She smells like home. Your tears finally start to flow, but they are tears of happiness now. She pats you on the head and kisses your forehead. Nathan is sleeping quietly in his crib. It feels so good when things are as they should be. Yeah, she is actually very religious. She's like, you guys have to suffer and observe your lots. And yeah, she's very to the book. That's good. represents how close and trusting your family is. It affects the fate of your family members. So right now we're doing really good with that. Even though we had disagreements, how I played this in the future was better for us. Nathan's birth. Year 1122. Your younger brother Nathan is born. "5 years old. Year 1123. Toy soldiers. You wake up to Father's touch on your shoulder. He's finally back home after a long trip. Andrew, today's your special day. The day when you begin your studies. Now teachers will be coming to our home to teach you, and you must do everything they say. Be diligent in your studies, and you will grow closer to the nobleman's lot. And since you must remember this day, a present is in order. Lydia, get our little schoolboy dressed, and I am taking him to the market district." Ooh, sounds fun. Stefan wants to come with you too, but Father shushes him sternly. This is your day. Your brother's hurt to hear this, but he stays quiet. An open carriage takes the two of you through the dusty, noisy city streets. A pleasant wind tussling your hair. Your city is called Anazot. That you already know. It is one of the largest cities in the entire empire. There is a big shadow on the street. It comes from the white foliage of an enormous tree that spreads its branches all above the city. My son, did you know that the silver tree grew from the blood of our God's own disciples? It has been growing here for hundreds of years, right in our city. It cannot be damaged or burned. Not even the clergy knows why. The carriage comes to a halt by a small shop next to the city square. You run there and freeze by the stalls in excitement. The shop is packed with dolls and figurines and toys. You've never seen so many at once before. Have you chosen your present yet? Father asks. You have. You want the Holy Order set, which includes several figurines of the Empire's greatest warriors of all time. You rattle off everything you know about the Holy Order. They were the ones who aided the Emperor's own forces in seizing the province of Magra and storming our city. That's how we joined the Empire. And Father nods in approval. Very well. War isn't your lot for now, but maybe these toy soldiers will teach you to think like a general. We will lead them into battle and study military strategy. Go ahead, take your present. Having said this, Father turns away to examine the books. You run to the box of toy soldiers, delirious with excitement. But there's a fancy-dressed boy in your way. He's about to take your warriors for himself. He elbows you aside and reaches for the box. Anger overcomes you, and you push him from behind. Your opponent falls to the floor. Oh shit! The rich boy screams so loudly everybody in the shop hears it. He hit me! He hit me! A tall tower of a man looms over you. This is the boy's father. But then you feel your own father's hands on your shoulders. Now here's the deal. They can't mess us up for this. What happened? Robert, better be chill. You press against Father. You mind more at ease now. You press against Father. Your mind more at ease now. He will protect you. Yes, you shoved the boy to the floor in front of everyone, but he tried to take your present for himself. Father turns you around to face him when he hears these words. Is this true, Andrew? Did you strike the son of a nobleman? You recall Mother's words. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. There is no use trying to lie to escape it. You say it was all your fault. You pushed the other boy to the floor because you wanted to get your present before him. Father nods to you, relieved to hear it. And the enraged nobleman grabs you by the hand and drags you out into the street. The law is the law, and your punishment's due. They lead you and the nobleman's son out of the shop. You are told to bow to him and show humility, and bad feeling sends a shiver down your spine. With a satisfied grin on his face, the boy swings his arm and slaps you on the cheek. He strikes you again and again. Father stays quiet all the while, but as you ride home after the punishment's over, he shows you a rectangular package. I'm proud to see you living by your lot. A common birth leads to a life of humility, and you told the truth and accepted your punishment like a man. This present is yours, my son. Inside is a little box with the 10 soldiers of the Holy Order inside. They are your reward for humility. Let's go! We still win. We still win. We played that great. So our willpower went down, but here's the deal. We have a while to go. We can fix that. We're earning humility and being chill. Like, you know, we're not trying to be crazy. Like, we had our devious moment, but we're listening to our parents' advice. Mother's always right is what I learned. Year 1124, summer, the family dinner. Today, Father ordered the dinner table to be brought out into the yard. For the first time in months, he's home, outside of the confines of his always locked study. He spent the entire day playing with Nathan and you, discussing various matters with Stefan, now an adolescent, and walking in the garden, and now a dinner under the open sky. Your entire family gathers together, with Father at the head of the table, smiling. He asks each of you about your studies. Nathan climbs up on his knee and recites a counting rhyme in a funny sing-song voice. Stefan mentions that his fencing teacher praised his accomplishments. He rises from the table together with Father to show his skill in a practiced duel. Next comes Gloria's turn. She stands on her chair and recites a lengthy prayer by heart. Mother showers your sister with praise. Father chuckles quietly, hiding a smile in his mustache. When your turn comes, you recite all the ranks in the Legion, from common soldier to high commander. Stefan listens to you with a skeptical look on his face. Night slowly fails, but the servants ensure that the yard is well illuminated. You don't feel cold in the dusk tonight. It feels good, yet so important. All of you are finally together, sitting at the same table. No fighting, just smiles, no arguing, just pleasant small talk. Then a servant approaches your father with a letter in his hand. He reads it in dim light, and each line gradually washes the smile off Father's face, until only a stone-cold mask remains. Mother looks at Father with an unspoken question in her eyes. Gregor Brante is coming back to Anazat. He is the head of our family, my father. Grandfather's return. Year 1124. Your grandfather Gregor Brante returned to the family home from the capital. Damn! The intrusion. Ever since the news of grandfather's impending arrival, there has not been a single day when the house has not been cleaned or decorated. Your parents anxiously make sure everything is in order. They tell you to wash your face and hands after walks and scold you for leaving books on the floor. They tell Gloria she will be flogged if she is ever seen hiding in the attic. They make Stefan stay in his room. Even baby Nathan gets in trouble. Everyone's on edge. Then one day, grandfather arrives. It is a grim day, so hot your neck is sticky with sweat. Father, mother, Stefan, Gloria, you, and Nathan. The entire Brante family stands on the porch in front of the house servants lined up behind you. The carriage arrives, and out steps a tall, gaunt old man with a heavy walking stick and a heavier gaze. You cringe instinctively. Good health to you, father. Children, greet your grandfather as you've been taught. Gregor Brante. Look at him. Ha ha! Still trying to look like a real nobleman, are you? You can't fool me, Robert. I was the first of the Brante family to be ennobled by the mantle. I'm the only one who remembers how to bear this burden properly. Oh, damn. I live honorably by my lot, which so do I, so maybe I'm the next nobleman. Your marriage to that low-born wench cut us off from ever becoming nobles of the sword. My progeny could have been born bearing noble blood. Father, I beg you, this is not the place. Grandfather's eyes him with scorn and walks into the house, the entire family following close behind him. I've been away far too long. The entire house is a mess. This is an insult. How can you live in such a pigsty, Robert? The servants have grown far too lazy, all thanks to your commoner of a wife. I warned you, did I not? And yet, you did as you saw fit. And the children, what do they know of tradition or honor? They are being raised in a virtuous family, father. And now you're speaking like a lowborn, who's content to live in humility. Twins willing, now that I'm here, this will not happen again. I am taking your oldest son to the capital. I see you cannot provide Stefan with a proper education, so I will correct your mistake. Damn, he's just taking Stefan like that? Your brother's fate has been decided, just like that. Father does not object. Oh, damn. He orders the servants to prepare Stefan for the journey. Stefan freezes in place, glancing at grandfather and father again and again. The latter puts a hand on his shoulder, reassuringly. Grandfather's lips are a tight line, white with contempt. Dude, that's crazy. Boom. He's gone. The house is examined, room after room. Everything grandfather sees is showered with scorn. He scoffs at a crease on the blanket in Nathan's crib in mother's bedroom. He mocks Gloria's knitting in her room. The door to your room is next. What is this, Robert? 10 soldiers in your younger son's room. He was born a commoner. I won't have him daydreaming of battle. Oh, hell no. Grandfather seizes the box containing the 10 warriors of the Holy Order. Your father stays silent. Of course he does. Anger and fear boil within you. This is your big present from the first day of your studies, and it means so much to you. But what if he's right? What if you need to prove your right to command the toy soldiers first? Grandfather shakes his head in disapproval and shoves your toy box into the roaring fireplace. If you wait too long, they will melt in the flames. Oh, hell nah. Okay, let me think. You strike grandfather. It says he'll kill you. I think it does, but I'm not doing that. Let's see. We can't rescue him? Who's Gregor? Gregor Brante, that's... So I can only strike him? I'm not striking him. You watch your beloved present, the token of father's love and care, burn before your very eyes. The tin melts. The unpleasant smell of burning paint fills the air. For a moment, you cannot breathe, and you see no reason to maintain your composure. The tears start flowing, burning your cheeks and staining your shirt. You hide your face in your hands, and then you hear grandfather's voice dripping with disdain. So the boy's a weakling, just like his mother. What, I should have hit him? He would have killed me. It's all good. I'm gonna play it chill. I'm not trying. They literally were gonna make me strike grandfather, or no. I'm playing the chill route. Because that's ridiculous. Niles! Dude, he's a dick, bro. He's not cool. Year 1124. Fall. The master of the house. Soon, grandfather leaves. Your elder brother Stefan goes with him. From that day on, father's hired teachers tend to you alone. They bore you with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Archnean Empire. You often distract yourself from their instruction by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet with your elder brother. Without your elder brother. Too quiet. Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stefan. Grandfather has sent him to boarding school for nobles, and he is now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman. And this is Stefan. The rules here are way too strict. You can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission. But I've been studying with my peers. We're learning how to live as nobles in a noble society. We're also learning the art of swordplay. That's my favorite part. Wow. With Stefan now at boarding school, grandfather arrives once more. This time, to live in your home. The only good thing is that he often has urgent business in Eterna, the capital of the empire, and has to travel there. One day, you ask mother where he lived before, in Eterna. She says, but now his place is here. Each time grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. Sometimes father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstruction? Grandfather's answer is always the same. The home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of the nobility. An illustrious guest. Some days grandfather stays home, and on those days you try your best to stay out of his sight. But There's no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food's there, but you cannot bring yourself to eat it. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She's been crying all night again. Grandfather sits at the head of the table, where nobody used to sit before. Robert, it is high time your youngest sons underwent their sacraments. Sir Brante, please let them live free of the lot for a while longer. They are but... Shut your mouth, Robert. That wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. If this ever happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen where she belongs. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert, one to a woman of proper station. Of the proper station. Dude, this guy's psychotic. Gloria drops her fork. Grandfather shoots her a scathing look. A tear rolls down Mother's cheek. Father does not look away from the plate, his hands clenched into fists. Dude, they're about to fight. Baroness El Ladar is one such woman. She is a comely widow and a fine match. She is suing for her inheritance right now and could use proper support from a husband. Use proper support and a husband. You can keep your lowborn Lydia around, holy shit, if you like. Servant, mistress, I don't care. Dude, this is crazy. I will not do that, Father. Oh, holy shit. I'm the head of this family, and the family's standing took a severe blow after you married that commoner. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of beautiful Amelia Elborn for this lowly woman and that bastard child of hers? But now you have a chance to set things right. Don't disappoint me. Yo, this is crazy. Father nods curtly, trying not to look in Mother's direction. Father, I wish to see Stefan. If I find your conduct in the Baroness's presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She is coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared. Yo. Grandfather wipes his mouth with his napkin, throws it onto his plate, and leaves. Mother's lips move silently. Nobody says a word. Then Father stands up and orders you and the other children back to your rooms. He needs to speak to Mother in private. Father comes to your room before bedtime. He sits on the edge of the bed and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. He distances himself from you after Stefan's departure, so you're not used to such attention. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark, and there's an sour expression on it. My son, Baroness Emma El Ladar will be visiting us tomorrow. Please be polite and treat her with respect. Nathan will do as you do. I want this dinner to be as immaculate as possible. Don't let me down. On the next day, Mother starts dressing you and Nathan for the coming dinner. You see red all around her eyes. She's been crying, and for a long time. It hurts just to look at her. Nathan just starts whining quietly. You and Nathan are dressed in the new doublés. Your tousled hair brushed into shape, Gloria is told to stay in her room. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in a humble brown dress, looking pale. Grandfather has an uncharacteristically contented look about him. You hear the sound of wheels and hooves against the cobbles in the yard. Then a pair of dainty heels comes clacking. The antechamber is completely quiet and still fearing Grandfather's observant eye. The door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful, dark-haired woman in a dress of elegant, deep blue. Father takes the hand of Lady El Ladar and kisses it, showering her in compliments. Grandfather's face is beaming in her presence. No one even bothers to introduce Mother. What the hell? Baroness, allow me to introduce you to Robert's sons, Andrew and Nathan Brante. Frankly, it's his eldest Stefan who deserves the most attention, but currently he's studying in Eterna with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his younger sons will also make me proud one day. Grandfather's eyes you with a probing look. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her here next to your mother, your father's rightful wife? Let's still be polite, I think. You follow father's example and kiss the Baroness's fingers gently. Her laughter fills the antechamber, ringing like chimes. You gallantly offer to lead her to the sitting room. Lady Ella Ladar graciously agrees. Behind her back you can hear Mother sobbing. Here's the deal. We had to. Grandfather and Baroness Eladar engage in small talk over dinner. She tells him of the woes of litigation over her late husband's inheritance, and he advises her like the judge he is. Father's mostly silent, only getting in a word or two. You do your absolute best to behave yourself. After the decorous farewell to Lady Eladar, Father quietly thanks you for your model behavior. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to be bad, because I felt like that would have pissed Dad off, because we were trying to be chill about it. Even though it's going to upset Mom. Mom was already upset as hell, so we can make it right with her. And our unity to her when she was freaking out with Nathan, I don't think this is going to cause Mom to be like, oh, fuck you, dude. The morning after he leaves for Eterna with Grandfather to visit Stefan. He thanks us for our model behavior. The morning after he leaves for Eterna with Grandfather to visit Stefan. Mother spends almost an entire day in her bedroom. You cannot bring yourself to speak to her. Father returns from the capital in a quiet rage. You overhear your parents talking. Apparently, Grandfather's already poisoned Stefan's mind against him. Oh, shit. And he greeted Father with cold hostility. Oh, no. That's not good. The name of Baroness Eladar is never mentioned in the house again. I'd rather be in a neutral spot with Gregor, because this dude's a psychopath. We're in a modest position. And, yeah, okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing the best we can do. The kaleidoscope. Father now checks on your studies often and nitpicks you for sitting or eating or speaking in a incorrect fashion. Once he becomes so annoyed, he says that he wishes Stefan had been the one to stay home instead of you. You never expected to hear those words from your father of all people. That's what I'm thinking, okay. Grandfather's trip to the capital took longer than expected. It feels lighter around the house without his presence. You allow yourself a little change of scenery instead of your room. You now busy yourself with reading and calculations in the sitting room across from the open door to the yard. Gloria has joined you today. She has already helped you progress through several complex passages in the book. Right now, she seems preoccupied with the strange tube. Aren't you hurt by the way Grandfather treats you, you ask? Gloria just shrugs. Grandfather always says they should get rid of me. I'm used to it now. He hurts you a lot worse because you're closer to him. I just have to stay out of his way, that's it. She shows you the strange tube she's been holding all day. Look, it's a kaleidoscope. I got it as a gift. Want to see inside? Excited by the idea, you close the book and peer into the tiny hole on one end of the tube. Your eye sees a multitude of intricate patterns. Each turn of the tube reveals a web of interwoven colors. They mesmerize you. The kaleidoscope turns, the fire burning in the fireplace, into a cavalry made of flames. You are riding at the front of the fiery horseman, ready to face the enemy. Grandfather's face emerges from the intersecting lines, and you swing the kaleidoscope like a sword, cutting it in half. Now you look at the blue sky through the window. The patterns are unending, secretive, and calm and peaceful. Just like Father's smile before Grandfather's invasion. The deep blue gives way to a scattering of gold radiating gentle warmth, like Mother's arms. This fleeting beauty too soon gives way to a hypnotic new pattern. Again and again you see your family in these interconnecting figures as they come together and break apart. And in the middle of this golden glow, you see Gloria's green eyes gazing at you observantly. Your sister left you long ago. The books are abandoned, and the time slips always unchecked. Oh, and time slips away unchecked. But you are still busy peering into the kaleidoscope. Order emerges from the chaos before your eyes again and again, but you cannot preserve it, no matter how long you try. You are caught in an inner conflict. There is so much that can be done with this kaleidoscope. Should you take it apart? Or ask Gloria how it works? Or keep enjoying the patterns it shows you? But you still have lessons to do today. Certainly don't want to take that apart. Keep looking. We can only do this. Oh my gosh. So we keep looking through the kaleidoscope. You continue peering into the ever-changing patterns the kaleidoscope offers you. They become truly interesting when you point it at the shining pillar gleaming in the sky. In your mind's eye, one battle follows another, filling your ears with clanging steel and the neighing of horses. You are leading the Imperial Army now. Everyone is so proud of you. Grandfather says you are better than Stefan, and Father's stern voice cuts your daydream short. You lost track of time. It is evening now. Here we go. Willpower went up. How did you get your hands on this toy, Andrew? Why aren't you studying? Give it to me. You will have double the lessons tomorrow. Of course I will. Sweet temptation. Grandfather's visits are no longer a cause for fear or panic in the house. He's become something you're used to, something nagging, yet not unordinary, like a splinter or a stain on your trousers. The tension still remains, however. Sir Gregor's disdain for everyone in the house is so palpable, it almost stings for real. Your lessons with the tutor are done for today. You are walking down the stairs when you spot Gloria peeping into the sitting room through a slightly open door. You sneak up on your sister and tap her lightly on the shoulder. She's startled. Oh, it's you, Andrew. Look, Sir Gregor's eating something. Grandfather is sitting on the sofa, flipping through a book with one hand and reaching for a glass bowl with another now and then. Inside the bowl you see candied fruit, a sweet confectionery forbidden to the common estate, like all sweet things. Yet, Grandfather's face shows no pleasure as he keeps consuming the high-born treats. The clock strikes 3. Grandfather rises from his seat, puts the bowl away on the shelf, and leaves for the yard. He always takes a walk in the city at this time. I feel like we're about to steal candy. Gloria nudges you with her elbow and looks at the candy bowl when you look at her. The first emotion you feel is fear, but next comes curiosity, and it's much stronger. Stefan used to boast that the candied fruit tastes incredible, and now you have a perfect opportunity to try it. You try a candied fruit first. The sugar starts to melt as soon as you put it on your tongue. It is so sweet. You've never eaten anything as good as this. You take the whole bowl off the shelf and give it to your sister. She takes a fruit and brings it to her mouth carefully, like a rare treasure. Oh God. There's a thumping on the stairs, footsteps accompanied by the knocking of a walking stick. You have no idea why, but Grandfather's back. You quickly hide behind the sofa and pull Gloria after you, but she's frozen in place with the bowl in her hands. The door opens. Grandfather's menacing figure advances on Gloria. His hand seizes her arm. Oh shit. You squalid, ungrateful, low-born child. How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? You and your trollop of a mother would be sleeping in a ditch if it weren't for me and if it weren't for my spineless son. God damn. The sweet and pleasant things in life are for noble estate, not for the likes of you. Did you forget your lot? Oh shit. His hand swings and hits Gloria on the cheek. She falls to the floor right next to where you're hidden. Her fingers glisten with the warm melted sugar that brought you here. Grandfather advances again, his walking stick ready, but then he sees you huddling behind the armchair. Please don't hurt him, Sir Brante. This is all my fault. He tried to stop me. Damn, that's real. You can already see a bruise on Gloria's cheek. This is only beginning of her punishment. Gloria was caught red-handed, unlike you. You could still avoid your punishment. What is it then, milksop? Did you try the sugar too, or were you trying to stop this piece of filth like she says? You stand up and tell the truth. Even though it takes you an effort to do it, you actually ate a candied fruit, but Gloria only touched it. You hope this will help your sister avoid punishment, but you're quickly proven wrong. Oh shit. Grandfather's face is red with rage. He strikes you both with his walking stick, blow for blow. He keeps hitting you until he grows tired. Holy shit! And then he leaves you where you are? Oh my god! Soon enough, Mother comes in to find two of you on the floor, too afraid to move. She shakes her head in disappointment. You are badly hurt and covered in bruises, yet she still forces you to kneel and recite the precepts on the lots and how important it is to follow them. I tried to stop my sister, though. Then you stand before Father and Grandfather and swear to never take things that don't belong to you again. The sacrament. The sacrament. Father and mother have been focused on Nathan and you since early morning. Instead of breakfast, you're told to say your prayers, wash your hands and faces, and get dressed in plain white shirts. Today's the day of your sacrament. Mother, I want to go play in the yard. No playing today. You and Andrew are big boys now. It is time for both of you to have your first sacrament. No one can live without a lot. yeah, I know that. I don't want a lot. Be quiet and listen. You were born commoners, so you must accept a low-born lot before the twins. When you grow up, you will get a chance. When you grow up, you will get a chance to earn a noble lot. Yeah. Father and mother take you to the carriage. Nathan's hungry. He starts whining. Grandfather is the last to get in the carriage. His eyes are on you and your brother, looking for every fault. Soon, the carriage is moving along the streets of Anazat, slowly and solemnly. One more turn and you see the colossal white building marked by two massive pillars. For the first time in your life, you are to enter the Church of the Twin Gods. You enter the gate and walk under the splendorous dome of the church. The church is hailed. The church hall is divided into two halves. They are drastically different from one another. The floor on one side is rough and jagged and covered in dried brown spots, while the floor on the other is made of smooth marble. The commoners kneel on the jagged floor, and the well-dressed nobles and their families sit on pews. Father and grandfather leave you to sit on one of the nobles' pews. Mother walks to the rough stone of the commoner's side and gets down on her knees. You see her wince in pain, for the low-born estate shall suffer in the house of the faith. The church acolytes surround you and lead you to the altar, where you and other children will take your sacrament this day. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black, with a sword in one hand and a hefty whip in the other. Nathan's whining grows louder. He dislikes this place. He's scared. You remain quiet, but your stomach rolls in uneasy anticipation. The first child to take the sacrament is a jaunty little boy from the family of nobles. The priest extends the sword before him and recites the words of his lot. From this day forth he will fight and rule and pursue the arts. His mind now forever free from the throes of suffering, for now he belongs to the noble lot. The boy proudly touches the flat of the blade with his lips. Nathan is next to receive the sacrament. He suddenly snaps out of his fearful trance and tries to break free. But the acolyte pulls him towards the altar and throws him on the jagged floor on the lowborn side. The sharp edges bite into Nathan's knees as he lands, spraying drops of red around him. I don't wanna, Andrew. Why do they wanna whip me? What did I do? You try to break free and run to Nathan's side, but you want to give him the courage and protect him, but the acolyte's grip on you is too firm. You feel utterly helpless. Your little brother has to face the world all by himself. The priest starts reciting the words of the lot as he swings the lash over Nathan's shoulders. From this day forth, Nathan, thou shalt endure and work and suffer. Thou shalt be ardent in thy labor and humble in obedience to thy rulers. And now cometh thy first, true suffering, which thou must accept with gratitude. The lash cracks. It strikes his right shoulder. It strikes his left shoulder. The blows are so powerful that Nathan falls to the floor. The priest tells him to rise. He has received his lot. Nathan gets on his feet and drags himself towards Mother. His knees torn and bloodied. His spirit is broken. It is now our turn. Your feet will not move. You can barely muster enough strength to walk to the altar. You get down on our knees and feel the sharp stones below. So sharp your clothing cannot protect you. Your skin begins to burn. The acolyte forces your head down and you feel the lash being drawn above you, ready to strike. The priest's words are for you now. This is thy sacrament. Thou shalt work and endure and suffer. Thou art about to receive their first true suffering by the sacred lash. Dost thou accept thy lot? I'm saying I don't want to be a commoner. The moment before the latch reaches you, stretches out into an eternity. Its sound approaches you slowly as it slices through the air. The whip cracks. It strikes you on the right shoulder. The lash is so heavy it bends your back and forces you to the floor. The lash cracks again. It hits you on the left shoulder. There's blood running down your back. Rise now, commoner, the priest tells you. You stand. Everything looks blurry. You can barely walk on the sharp floor. Mother takes your hand and leads you away from the altar. There is now agony, but there is also unfathomable tranquility. This is right. This is what you deserve. This is how it should be. This is the way of the worlds and its laws. From this day forth, you will accept all suffering in life with humility and patience, for you are a commoner. You have taken your first sacrament and received the commoner's lot. You're 1125. The mark left on you by the sacrament takes a long, long time to heal. The mother says it's a reminder of your lot. Suffering and sufferance, pain and patience. Gloria shows you the mark of the lash on her shoulder one day. It will never disappear. You are a commoner now. This is the lot you were born into, but Father keeps telling you to study hard so you may yet earn a different lot and become a noble of the mantle, which I would love. You recall the past with warm sadness when Stefan still lived with you, or when he wrote to you for a time shortly after he left. Now he thinks it beneath him to write to the commoners in his family. Mother didn't lock herself in the bedroom as often back then. This changed shortly before Nathan was born. But most importantly, you missed the time before the terrifying figure of your grandfather was constantly looming over you. You learned the true power of the lot only after the head of the family's arrival. In grandfather's eyes, no commoner deserves to be treated with kindness. Is this just him, or is it the way of the entire world? The very thought makes you queasy. You are older now, and what's more, you are an elder brother now. You've learned how to care about someone else, how to teach, and how to protect. Soon, you are a small boy no longer. As the days pass, play gradually gives way to laborious study. Or laborious study? Now your choices will decide your place in this bizarre and ruthless world of adulthood. Your childhood years are over. End of Chapter 1, Childhood. Important life events that happened to you in this chapter. So our brother and sister's sacrament. Our birth. Our brother and sister's sacrament. There we go. Let's do that. Brother and sister's sacrament. Nathan's birth. Grandfather's return. And our sacrament. We got the commoner's lot, but I think this was our lot for now, and we had to just accept it, like Mom said. Personal qualities that you have accumulated in childhood. They will convert into adult qualities at the end of Chapter 2, Adolescence. Untouched by death. That's good. Huh? No. Okay, guys, hold up. I did not want to do this. Hold up. Hope y'all enjoyed Chapter 1 of The Life and Suffering of Sir Andrew Brante in times of the fall of the blessed Archnean Empire. I will see y'all in Chapter 2. If you like this, hit that like button. share with a friend. I will talk to y'all soon. Everyone have a great one. Cheers.